Yo, people, this is Nate here.
It's Kev.
Yo, we are Games Music Life. This is Games Music Life podcast, episode 340. Is it 48 or 49, Kev? I can't remember.
I want to say it's 49, man.
Okay, because I didn't update the notes. So it's 349. 349 note, though.
Something. Yeah, it might be 348. I don't know. It don't matter that much. You know what I mean? It's the magic of post-production.
That is a fact. We say that every time. So it might be 49 in our heart, but 48 on paper. But that's what we're going to put down. What's up, man?
Hey, man. Beautiful Saturday. Columbus, Ohio. The Heat try to come back.
I was saying,
I don't know what that's about. You know what I mean?
It's hot out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, back with a vengeance. But, I mean, enjoy it because this is the last little bit, man. It's about to cool down, man. Fall is on the way. Believe that.
Yeah, I'm happy. I know you're happy about it. The fall line is the best line. That's the best clothing line. You know, the fits 100%. Lay better.
So you can't really get off in summertime, man. It's like your wardrobe got to be too basic. Like basically, you got to go with a t-shirt, probably some shorts. You probably want to wear that automatically limits the shoes that you can wear because you can't be wearing no high tops looking crazy.
True.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like summertime, you can't really get a fit off.
Yeah, I never really was comfortable wearing high tops with shorts. Like I was never a thing. I think it reminded me of seeing like Timberlands in shorts, which was a nasty time for New Yorkers. I'm sorry, that was not a good look. But I mean, it was a New York thing, but it was nasty to me. You know.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. Like it's just not good. But then I'm saying that minimizes your wardrobe, man. Fall, you can really let it all out. Like you can really let the decence out in the fall.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. You get your hoodies. Like I just ordered a couple hoodies today. But yeah, man, I'm ready. What's up with you though?
Hey, I can't call it, man. You know what I mean? Over here, found some gaming to do. Finally.
Yeah. Listen, it's a happy day. I'm gonna tell you because I woke up today like, man, we get the podcast day. Not saying that I'm not happy any day we get the podcast, but when we got games to talk about, we always can talk about music. Music is always a thing. We can always talk about that.
Yeah.
Life is always gonna life, so that's always a thing. But when I wake up and we can talk about some gaming, some good game or even controversial gaming, I'm like, all right, I get to chop it up. I haven't talked to you about it at all. I haven't talked to you at all about what we've been playing or anything. So without further ado, man, let's just go and get it popping, man. Let's start like we always do. What we've been playing. What you been playing, bro?
Man, Black Monkey. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering what you were going to call it. I'm not going to lie. I thought about that. Like Dr. Umar, he's upset with us right now. It's okay. And I own it. I own it, Dr. Umar. I'm sorry. Kev called you out. He sent you the strongly worded email under our letterhead. So I apologize on behalf of both of us. But all right. So you've been playing Black Myth Wukong. Okay. So first of all, it got shrouded in a little bit of controversy. The PS5 version people were saying it wasn't going to be good. It wasn't no review copies are out. So people were a little bit nervous, but people still copped. When I woke up and I saw that it broke a Steam record, first of all, and then it reported it has sold over 10 million copies across all platforms. Now, first of all platforms being PC and PlayStation 5. As we noticed, Xbox didn't get it. Xbox lost again. Yeah. I don't know why I have this console, Kev. I keep talking about it. I keep saying it. At this point, I really, like you said, I should have given it to Lil Nadir and let him take it back to school, but my pride wouldn't let me do it, so I bought him his own. But anyways, I digress on the Xbox slander because they've always lost. What do you think about the game so far?
Man, now mind you, I've only played probably 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So I just got through the tutorial, beat the wolf boss, and now I just got to my second boss.
Okay. Which one? Which boss?
The dude who looks like Hellboy, the blue Hellboy. I don't know if you ran into him yet.
The big head dude?
Nah. So I skipped past him, man. I tried to go back and fight him a couple times. I was like, all right, I don't think I'm there yet.
Stop there. Okay, that's where I wanted to start. I didn't beat him yet either. All right, so he kicked my tail. I'll be honest with you. He had me ready to wonder about my purchase. I'm not gonna lie, because I went ahead. Because first of all, the thing I love about gaming period is especially games like this, is that there's no guide for it. You really just go and play how you want to play it. You know what I mean? Like how you want to, if you want to skip past that guy. Now, certain bosses you have to fight. I didn't pick up on the fact that maybe the 13th or 14th try beating this big-headed dude, that I didn't have to fight him. I could just run right past him. So, and then I went right to the wolf dude. Now, the wolf dude was a good fight. It was a good, rewarding fight. He wasn't easy. I will say he was not easy. He wasn't a pushover.
I watched him.
Once I got his rhythm down, I cleaned him up too. Now, once you get him unlocked, pause. Yeesh, whew, good catch. Pause again. All right. Matter of fact, I might retract that. I'm not even gonna lie. That might not make it to post production.
You might gotta mute that one, man.
I might have to cut it off. Yeah, because aliens might come down.
Sound effect over that.
Yeah, they might listen to me say that. Like, oh man, what is he talking about? Okay, no. Okay, I beat the wolf dude in the game.
Once you figured out his pattern, yeah, you were able to counter.
Yes, I was able to counter and then progress further in the video game called Black Myth Wukong. All right, so I didn't go back and fight the big head dude. That dude was. I still don't think. I think he's a marker.
I tried.
Did you? I tried again. Once I got past him, but hold on. You said the second boss, the boss that looks like Hellboy. Which one was that?
Yeah, so it's a dude, man. He got like 2 nubs in his head or whatever. He be calling up the snakes out the ground.
I beat him.
Throwing all the magic at you.
Yeah, I beat him.
I just got to him. He beat me, and then you text me like, "Hey man, when you want to pot?" I was like, "All right." Then I looked. I was like, "Oh, it's 12:30 or whatever." Like, all right, let's run it.
Okay.
But, yeah. But I was coming smooth off a loss on my first fight with him.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I got him. He's easy. Yeah, he's not. I figured it out. It was that second call that caught me off guard.
The second
called something else. So he like first he called them snakes or whatever, and then they shoot all the poison at you or whatever. But then he has a second call.
He didn't make it to the second one with me. I rushed him.
Like that's what I started doing.
Just rush him because he never made it to the second call. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like I literally
that poison, man. I wasn't watching my health. You know what I'm saying? I got poisoned and wasn't watching no more. So
supposedly
he's supposed to slipping. I got him.
Okay, he's supposed to be a good summon, but bro, I tried to use him. So I got past him, and then I got past there's a big the big werewolf. You fight him next.
Mm-hmm.
And
after you fight the werewolf first.
The one you said
gotta fight another werewolf. The big white wolf or whatever with the claws.
Yeah, he's on top of the building.
Yeah. You fight him first.
Fight him first.
You fight Blue Hellboy after that.
Okay, so you fight him, and then I'm at the one right after that. So you go past that.
Okay.
And that's where I'm at. So, all right. So hold on. So what do you think about the game so far? Tell me your thoughts.
It's fire. I'm enjoying it, man. I was having a good time. And the fights do feel rewarding when you went, when I beat that wolf. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that's right. You know what I mean? Can't mess with me. Can't see me.
Word. I fist pumped. I'll be honest with you because it was pain. I'm not going to lie to you. It was pain. The people that said that this was not like Elden Ring, they're lying. I'm sorry. It's a lie. This is exactly like Elden Ring. The only thing I will say is different though, is that it's not as punishing when it comes to dying. Because you just go back to the same point, whereas before on Elden Ring, if you die, you had to go back and get your money. Then you had to try to fight your way back out. So you get to go back to a checkpoint, which I prefer, which I do think that they need to implement that into Elden Ring because we both are at parts in the game. I don't know where I'm at and I don't know how to beat where I'm at. So like now is either start all the way over or try to figure it out. Like I need a cheat code or something. But to mirror your thoughts though, I'm having a great time with the game, man. First of all, I didn't even bring back the $59.99 for games. I don't know why this one's $59.99. This one's not $69.99. But I want to start with that. As far as the price point was very good. I was happy to pay the $64 with tax. But I'm having a great time with it. I was a bit nervous because I didn't like the fact that it did not have a map at first. But then I quickly went out the window. I'm like, I don't need no map. It's okay. They have save points. Marker points in there you can go back to. So that's kind of like having a map in your brain. I know where I want to go to or not go to. Because at first I'm like, where do I go? And you learn quickly where you can't go. You jump around. And and that I still don't know who the heck I am. I think I'm the Monkey King. I think I'm reincarnated. I'm trying to get my powers back. I think they haven't did a great job of telling me what part of the story it's at, but it really don't matter. Yeah,
your character don't speak.
No, he don't. But see the character. First of all, what do you think about that beginning, that intro?
That was fire.
I knew it. That's all I wanted to hear.
I was a little salty though that I didn't get to stay man's. I was like, yo, he already, you know what I'm saying? He coming with that fire. And I beat dude. That's what I really didn't like. I beat homie at the beginning. Yeah. And then I still lost.
Really? I didn't know. He washed me. He took me completely out.
Really?
I'm fresh off the game, not playing. Well, you're getting down to a certain part of health. I think he's supposed to beat you.
Yeah, like man, I washed him and man, then it just triggered a cutscene. I'm like, oh, that's trash.
Okay. So we did the same thing. I did that too. But I think we're going to get back to being that character. I do think we're building our powers back up to become that guy at the end. Because I'll be honest with you, I dove down a rabbit hole, started doing my research on the Monkey King, and and I didn't know that the Monkey King is based, or a lot of the famous animes are based off the Monkey King. Like basically, he's Goku. And I didn't think about that. Yeah, he's Goku. I'm gonna send you a video to check out. But there's a lot of lore that goes into it, and like this game has been really hyped about. And usually when games are hyped, I'm like, all right, I don't know how good it's gonna be. Because this could be buns. It could be just a lot of money being poured into it. But man, it's The only part I would say that was a little bit frustrating is the fact that we got beastly computers, beastly rigs, and the aliasing and some of the screen tearing. I'm like, yo, I was ready to build another computer because I'm like, my computer's not powerful enough. And then when I started doing my research, I'm like, all right, nah, this isn't a nadir thing. This is something that's going on with everybody. That's why I shot you that text, because I know you. I know you'd have had the same thought. Like, all right, Toy, this is it. We got to build a new computer. I mean, it's not running it at max settings.
I've since learned to just humble myself and just bump down those settings, because 9 times out of 10 I ain't gonna see it.
Yeah, you say that. Yeah, that's true. I think for me it was the ray tracing. Once I bumped down the ray tracing to medium, I was like, all right, cool, this is butterly smooth. But now,
was yours on by default? Because my ray tracing was off.
It was off.
Okay,
it was off. I had to turn it on. It was off, and I had to restart the game.
I'm low-key thinking about just turning it off. Like,
why?
Just see how the game performs with it. Like, I mean, it performs fine with it on, but I want to know if there's a difference, or if it's anything that I'll notice, if it's less taxing on the resources too.
Yeah, I feel you. I think that'd be a great thing to see. I'll tell you one thing that gets me as well is I was playing it and I literally had almost a thug dove was about to drop. And I said, man, PC gaming is just it's so more advanced than console gaming, man. Like I looked at the PS5 version and the PS5 is a powerful machine, but the PC version craps on it. It looks so much better. It runs so much better frame rate, everything, so I don't know. I look for a reason. Hey, you bought it on PC too. You did not buy it on PS5.
I did.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that says a lot too.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I wanted the best experience too. You know what I mean? So I did think about copping on PS5 though. I was like, yo, it might be nice to just play this in the living room, man, feet up or whatever, especially since it was only digital. Yeah. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
I was like, that might not be a bad idea, but I'll probably cop it on PlayStation at some point too. I ain't gonna lie.
Really? I mean,
probably.
The PC version. I mean, the PC version and the PlayStation version are probably going on sale because it's all digital. That's one thing I will say. They did a pretty good job.
Somewhere far down the line for $10-$15, man, I cop it again. Not a big deal. I like the game, so that's enough.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. It is pain. I'm not gonna lie. It's pain because I got smoked for the big headed blue head dude. I want to go back and. I ain't
forgot. Like that's all me neither. I'm training up because I'm headed back to a men's. Like, I almost beat him one time.
Me too.
But yeah, I got lucky. Right, man, let me keep it pushing.
Yeah, I got lucky. You'll get the guy you're going to fight next is a. We'll talk about it when we get to that point. I think this will be a game we'll talk about next for a couple podcasts coming up because it's not really a long game. I will say they say it's only like 40 hours and I'm about 3 or 4 in. Now, mind you, this is nadir 4 hours, so it might only be like 2 hours for other people. So. I'm having fun with it. It definitely felt great to play a game that was lived up to the hype, and B just gave that fun factor in it. But I do wonder about gaming. Is it because it's hard? Is it because it's a good story? Is it because my man does the Bruce Lee sounds? I'm not necessarily sure because I really don't know why I'm having so much fun. Is it because it's hard? Is it because it's gratifying when you beat the bosses? But I don't know. But it's just fun.
Man, no, I think it's just a well put together game. And like as soon as I cut it on, I was like, oh, I know exactly what he liked about this. That game is nice. Like it is detailed. Man, they did a really good job. Like it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, so no, it does. They have from what I heard, from what is a cheat code in it is the fact that they do have a camera mode where you can actually pause the game, take a picture of your surroundings. But if you do it, you actually can take a picture of what the enemies are around too. So that's a little dark tip. They said it's like, hey, take a picture, use that. That way you can see who's around because you're about to go to the part where you're about to go through it. You're about to go through this area where you don't really know where everything is at, and they kind of sneak up on you. So knowing where the enemies are at is going to be beneficial for you.
Okay.
But yeah, so so hold on. So, but as far as not having a map though, because did that catch you off guard a little bit? Was that something that stood out to you at all?
Nah. Nope, didn't bother me one bit, man. I was like, all right, man, we're gonna get jiggy out here, man. Just walk through. What really caught me is like at first I was kind of like staying back and trying to be strategic. Like the minions that are just in the forest, rush them. Just go ahead and rush them. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, they remind me of the 3-headed dudes on Dragon Ball Super, who was brothers, and they were fighting against Goku, and Goku washed them real quick. Like, yo, they serve no purpose. They really one got me though. Them frogs. You gotta be careful with them frogs.
The frogs, you got to get away when they die because they'll poison you.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And the birds are surprisingly they're a lot smarter. They're like medium.
What birds?
Yeah, you ain't came across like a hawk or an eagle yet?
I might have watched them, bro.
Like, they're a little tougher. Like, I mean, you'll still watch them, but they take a couple more hits. It's more of a fight. Like the wolves and all that, man. walk right through those guys.
Yeah, if I'm a wolf, I'm taking it. I'm taking it personal. They made me so weak on the game. I gotta think there's gonna be more stronger wolves hurt later in the game, but I'm definitely taking it personal. If I'm a wolf seeing the game, like, yo, they got me out here wild buns. You'll keep going. Like I said, you're about to get to a point where I'm at, where it's like this is real challenging. But the thing I love about it being challenging is that it doesn't feel like I can't. Like I feel like it's user error. I don't feel like the game is cheating me. Now I might have been screaming at the computer at times like that's cheap. A certain hit points or stuff, but I do think that I can hopefully coach myself up to a point where I can win. It's something similar to Elden Ring, and it's Elden Ring-esque. Yeah. So anybody, I'm sorry, but the reviewers have said that this is not like Elden Ring, you lied. You lied to the people. All right, this is exactly like Elden Ring. So if you like Elden Ring, you'll just add some action to it.
It's like in the same category. It's not the same. It's not a clone. But it fits in the same box. Like I'm with you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm with it. So yeah, so far so good. Having a great time with it. It seems like a lot of people are having a fun time with it as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I will say though, the thing that's real gratifying is the parrying. Like the fact that I can when the enemy comes in to hit me and it makes that sound and my dude dodges away, there's this little ghost right there. Add that to Elden Ring. Y'all add that to Elden Ring, I'm back. I'm back on Elden Ring. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an added. Like that just tells me it's good. Like did you on Street Fighter? It had the parrying system. If you did it, it showed like you would block the hit, and it would show like a gratifying like sound it would make. And that is where parrying, if you're gonna have it in the game, I think that's a good thing to add. But yeah, so
I do like the perfect parry.
The perfect parry, exactly. Building your stamina up. Although, so Dark Tip 2 on the big headed dude, if you build up your stamina all the way up, like put all your hit points on stamina, respec, and then you can just spam me. And when he goes and falls, gets back up, just let your stamina build back up and do it again. I'm about to try that today when I got home.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
You went all in.
I'm all in.
I'm all in. Like, listen, I'm out here. I'm trying to go pure skill. I ain't respecting nothing. Not a Nathan. I'm out here like, man, listen, they want the smoke. They gonna get it. And yeah, we're gonna see how far that gets me.
Well, the thing that got me though is that skill tree is so vast. It's like 7 different layers. I don't know what is what. Like I'm just trying to build everything out evenly. Like thinking about myself, if I was a fighter, like I would want to be balanced. No. I'm respecing when needed, and then I'm gonna respec later in the game. So that's what I'm gonna do. So from what I read, that's the best thing to do for certain enemies. Now, further when you get more into the game, because there's I want to say there's 17 or 18 real bosses, and because we've only fought the smaller boss. We haven't fought a real boss yet. Yeah. We haven't fought the big ones. So now I'm trying to figure out every little area you go to. It's like, okay, this is like a little subset, kind of like, and then you could venture off. There's like a mini boss in here, and there's a regular super under boss, but then you get to all these lead up to the bigger bosses. And I think at the beginning, the intro part, the big gods that were there, that was all of the bigger bosses. So basically some of the backstory though, bro, because I'm telling you, it's very interesting, is those are all the gods. And basically the Monkey King just pissed everybody off and they couldn't control him. So they jumped him. And then they ended up saying so he ended up fighting all of them, beating all of them. And then they got Buddha. Buddha came back and did some little tests and tricked him and put him inside that rock. And at the beginning of the game, we and that's what I'm trying to figure out, if we are that character or we're just another monkey reincarnated. Because I'm noticing when you kill some bosses, they'll say oh, he's an imposter or something. So
okay,
I don't know, but needless to say, I'm just piecing together from YouTube videos, and the game did none of this of telling me what the game's about. So we'll see at a later time. All right, so Gamescom came and went. I don't know if you checked out anything from that. You didn't say anything about it. I know Xbox was really upset.
I didn't even know what's going on, man. What is that? What is Gamescom? Tell me about it.
I can't answer that. I don't know what it is. I just know let me start there. I don't know exactly what it is. I just know that it's a lot of it's kind of like a mini E3 is what it seems like. It looks like people are still they just show all the new games that are about to come out, because they highlighted a lot of the they showed what is it called, the Indiana Jones game, because people were upset that now they announced that game is coming to PlayStation. So it's going to be time gated on Xbox, and now it's going to come to PlayStation as well. Phil lied, Phil's a liar, blah, blah, blah. If Gears of War goes to PlayStation, then we're going to not buy. You're going to do whatever Phil says you're going to do. I don't really still understand why Xbox is a thing, because when they announced that they were going to put their consoles on Fire Sticks, that should have told everybody what you need to know. They're trying to get as much as their IPs and as many hands as they possibly can, And I think that's what they're trying to do.
As they should. They lost this generation, and they need to make money. So go make the money. Who cares what the Xbox think? It's a moot point. It's a moot argument, honestly.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it's even worthy of him even caring, like you said, about the sales of consoles or even this generation. I think they're just trying to make money, just like every company is. They're just trying to get their stuff in as many hands of people as they possibly can. So I don't know. But to answer your original question, I don't know what Gamescom is. I just know they were showing a bunch of games that were coming out. They showed a trailer for Borderlands 4, and it wasn't even the gameplay. It just showed like a person picking up a mask, and we knew it was a Borderland mask. They're trying to rekindle their the fire for that because that movie sucked. That movie, they're talking about that Borderlands movie might be one of the worst movies ever made. They're putting it up there with Waterworld.
That's what I keep hearing, man. Yeah. What happened?
I don't know.
That used to be a game too, man. That used to be a jam.
It was Borderlands was fun, and then it was I found a cheat code to be able to get to the end game, kind of like we did with Animal Crossing, where we were able to like get to the end real quick. I don't think it was designed by that way. And then I found like just stop playing it because like that was around when Lil Nadir was playing, so we played a lot together. And then once I beat it, it was it. There was like nothing else really to do. Like I didn't want to buy any of the DLCs. I didn't want to play it no more. Kind of like Destiny.
It was a good game.
It was.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think what else GameCon they showed. They showed a little bit of Call of Duty, but we already know that's coming. And then the Overwatch, they showed that, but I'm not really a big Overwatch fan. I like the art.
You copping the duty.
You copped the duty because we do game share.
I already did.
I know. So you got it. So I don't have to.
I don't know where I got it though. It might be on PlayStation. I ain't gonna lie, but
no, it's on Xbox.
I mean, yeah, I know it's gonna be on Xbox, but I don't know where I copped it. I got it for my birthday. I don't remember where it was purchased, what console it was purchased for. But we'll see.
Well, I mean, the reason why I think it's on Xbox is because since we do game share, I was on my playing college. I have the last Call of Duty. I do have that. Oh, okay.
I ain't got the new one.
Hold on, what's the new one called then? Is it Call of Duty 6?
It's like Black Ops 6 or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's the new one. Okay, so that's not out yet.
No. I'm coming out October.
All right. Okay. Well, then we gotta go. We'll
figure it out.
No, we'll figure it out right now on podcast.
I mean, listen, I got it. It's pre-ordered. I already got it. It's good. We're good.
Oh, okay. I hope it's solid. Hope it's on Xbox. All right.
Yeah.
So because another thing that ticks me off about that though is the fact that I just hopped on my Xbox and it said I had a 50 gig installing for what? Call of Duty, the last Call of Duty that's under our game share. Like, oh yeah, I don't.
The current Call of Duty,
the current one,
until the new one comes out. Yeah,
right? Okay, and it pissed me off because like this is exactly why I don't play Call of Duty. Why is it a 60 gig? Because I was trying to watch a show and I couldn't because all my bandwidth was getting taken away. And I'm like, what's wrong with this Xbox? Sure enough, in the background, 50 gig install. I'm like, see, this is why I don't play Call of Duty, man. This makes no sense. Every time I turn the stupid thing on, it's got a 50 gig install.
I had to uninstall it from my PC.
Did you? So much taking up so much space.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 2 games ago. I'm like, I'm probably not gonna play this anytime soon, and it was just taking up way too much space. And I'm trying to install the Wukong. I'm like, yo, all right, time to clean house a little bit. Yeah. Call of Duty was on the chopping block, and Mortal Kombat 11 also chopping block.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's just valid. Yeah. Mortal Kombat 1 still stays, right?
Yeah, it's on PlayStation, but yeah, okay. Yeah, we good.
How is your space on PlayStation? I wanted to ask you about that.
Not great, man. I hate storage at this point, man. Like having to make those decisions, bro, it's the worst thing ever. And it's like I could just buy, and it's like, yo, you can't just go buy, some more memory or whatever, or some more RAM to throw in there. But it's like, yo, inevitably, I'm gonna come back to this exact same predicament at some point.
Yeah, it's a nasty game because they don't let you put. Well, PlayStation does a good job, but you have to buy another SSD and another NVMe. But Xbox does a horrible job of this, where you can't even store. You can store some games on there. You can store the Series S games or not the last gen games on the hard drive and run them off there. I can't remember how it works. Either way, it's nasty, and I don't like the fact that I haven't figured this out. Yeah, I bought the console, I bought the game. Let me just plug something in and have more storage. Like Xbox 360 got it right. Their system's broke, but they got that part right.
Yeah, especially if I buy the disc. Like, man, put that game on the disc and let me write directly. Like, come on, like let's stop playing around. Like, it wouldn't be so bad having to install games if it didn't make me have to wait like an hour before I can play it. Now I'm excited to play the game, but now I gotta wait an hour for it to finish installing again. Yeah. Now by the time that hour passed, I done started doing something else, and now I'm not even excited to play the game no more.
Now I will say that's across the board because PC. Now when we loaded up Black Myth Wukong on the PC, I had to load. It took me like 10 minutes to do the shaders. I'm like, what is this? I installed the game.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I got 15 minutes of shaders installed.
Like, bro, when that happened, I just got up and walked away from my computer. Like, man, you know what? I've had enough. Like, that was a 2-hour process in itself, installing the game and then the shaders. I'm like, this is ridiculous. As a matter of fact, I barely got to play yesterday. So like, I got it installed.
I saw.
It like
it was like 15 minutes. As soon as I logged in, I saw you about to play. Matter of fact, when you said that, you sent me the screenshot that you copped the game. In my head, I said, oh, he's not playing no time soon. He don't know that yet because it is showing.
I knew. I went for a walk. I sent you the screenshot. Went for a walk. Like, I was like, went for a walk. Came home, showered. It was like, all right, now it's ready to fire up. Shaders. All right. That's a bet.
You got it.
That's a bet. By the time I was finally, and then I get in there, got to get on I ran my benchmark. I had to get all my graphic settings the way that I wanted them. Fired the game up. Played the little first part, man. Played the little movie. Started walking through the forest, and I was like, "All right, I'm going to bed."
I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I literally did the exact same thing you did. I was like, "I'm going. This is enough," because I'm at the first save point. Lit my incense, set the mood in the game. Like, all right, I'll come back tomorrow. Man, I'm done. I'm cooked.
Yeah, like I was tired. I was like, man, all right, I'm going to bed. That's enough. Yeah. Now, mind you, I rushed home. I rushed home to buy this game, install it, went for a walk, tried to kill some time, fire it up, waited for the shaders. 3 hours later, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It's over with. Yeah, I played. We started. Yeah. Then I got up early. I got up early and you know what I'm saying, got to it. So
you did get to it. When you say where you're at, I'm like, okay, you was going at it. I did a lot last night. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna play some more today. But yeah, it's a fun game so far. But to answer your original question, what Gamescom is, I don't know. There's some more games that are coming. Gaming's in a good place right now, man. Gaming's in a good place.
We got a good game.
Well, I gotta say it's in a good place if we got a good game. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Because
singular.
Yeah, that's true. Because sports is like have you played? Did you even give Madden a chance? That's why I threw it out to the group chat, to the little homies. That game is abysmal. I downloaded it and installed it. Well, because we have the Game Pass, so you could play it for
I'm saying, how is it bad? Like NCAA was pretty good. Like
because it never.
How did they fumble?
Because NCAA was so good. That's how they fumbled. I gotta think that's why it was the case, because I don't see how they messed it up, because all I had to do was build off of for 25. So I think that's the part of it. But I do think that it's not anything different from 24. And when I played it, first of all, I don't understand why they have all Madden and Heisman. Like we talked about Heisman on college. It's literally throw it out. There's no reason to play on that level. All Madden, there's no reason to play on that either, because it's so unrealistic. Like at one play this is what made me fire the game down. I was playing with the Eagles, of course, playing against the 49ers. I'm like, all right, let me just play against them. Christian McCaffrey might have ran through my entire defense for a touchdown. And like he broke like 7 tackles. I said, you know what? I don't need this stress in my life. Hit uninstall and I'll never go back. And mind you, I put like an hour or two into the game. I'm like, this is really not good. Like just plays just don't work. Like if I'm Jordan Jefferson, I want to do like the passing. I'm gonna throw a fade route to Jordan Jefferson. Let me just see, because I saw a YouTube video and somebody was saying how it was unrealistic. Well, let me just see. It was Jordan Jefferson versus like a 50 rated corner. The corner, that 50 rated corner, stopped Jordan Jefferson like 7 out of 10 times. That's not realistic. That's not realistic. Jordan Jefferson is going to show and do his dance. He's going to do the sassy dance. He's going to score a bunch of touchdowns. So, needless to say, I just feel like Madden. It's a reason why they bought that license. They've been the only IP to have an NFL game for so long. Somebody needs to come in and stop it. It's a monopoly. They need to come in and just break that whole thing down, man. Let 2K come back. Let somebody come back to give them some competition. And until they have competition, it's going to be a buns game, and people are going to be conditioned by it. But people are really raising their pitchforks up this year. They're upset.
Word. Hey, yeah. I think that's because we got college football.
Probably. And college is good. College is fun.
My thing is, all you had to do was just reskin. Like this was the easiest copy paste job of all time, and you fumbled it.
That's
all
EA.
You had to do. Change the sliders a little bit. Put some different jerseys and names in there. Voila, new game.
That's EA, man. They tend to do that from time to time, or all the time. But shoot, before we get off of gaming, though, I did see that Diablo 4. I don't know if that's your jam. It's free this week. It's free until tomorrow afternoon. So you might want to download it, give it a shot, and see. I'm going to download it on Steam.
On Steam? Okay.
Yeah, it's free.
I'll download it. I mean, why not? If it's free, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it too. But it won't be free for after 2 days. You have to pay for it. But you can download it, check it out.
I can only play it. I can only play it for 2 days, and then they're gonna take it away.
Yes, it's free for 2 days.
Oh, bro, come on, man! Like Epic Games just give you the games. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what is this? Come on, man. Listen, I clicked off and everything. I was about to go cop it for the library. Man, it's a preview weekend.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I know it's nasty. They're trying to cast a wide net to get more people out here, man. You know, I saw it. It was on the splash screen. So let me give it a shot. I've been thinking about Diablo 4. I like the concept. There's a little bit too much hell liking in there, but okay. I'm not going to judge. I'll give it a shot.
It's a classic IP or whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. You might want to check it out.
No, not for the weekend. I sure don't. I surely don't, man. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? The 4 hours it's gonna take to install, and then you know what I mean. The 2 hours of shaders, like weekend done.
Weekend done. You're absolutely right. It's almost Sunday. All right, Saturday's halfway done. Yo, I'm gonna tell you,
over.
These weekends have been feeling real 30-minute breakish as of late. I don't know what's going on. Like they just fly by, man. And then the 5-day week is going like, oh boy, we're back here. It's Monday already.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's going on. Terrible. It is terrible. All right, man. So. Steph, he removed the Warriors from his IG bio. What does that mean?
I mean, it's over, man. He's gonna go team up with KD, and yeah, I mean,
it doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think
it means nothing.
Anything. It means nothing. I think he just his son had his phone. That's what I think it means.
Honestly, I think he just ran out of characters. He wanted to talk about being a gold medalist. He was like, man, IG bio, man, only 140 characters. All right, something got to go. I can't take my wife and my kids out.
Right.
Can't take Christ out. So
right.
Warriors got to go.
Warriors got to go. I know they probably don't think it means anything. I do wonder about this year going into this.
They got a piece of paper that say it don't mean nothing.
Oh, really?
Don't care if you're disgruntled or not. Yeah, it's called a contract.
Yeah, it's called a contract. Exactly. You gotta show up, Steph. You gotta show up. I do think that it's gonna be different seeing Clay in a Dallas uniform, but to the point where it's just he's not gonna be with Golden State. Clay's washed. All right, that's my thing. Like I
wasn't gonna say it. But I was like,
Clay's not gonna
that time.
He's not gonna serve any value on the NBA roster this year. I'm sorry. I like Clay. I think he was a great.
Listen, Clay's role has got to transition at this point. If I'm him, this whole offseason, I'm spending watching Jameis Winston clips. All right, figure out how to hype up your team. That's going to extend your career, brother. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be your role from here on out, man. You know what I'm saying? Motivational speeches. Hey, he already offered to donate his 4 rings for motivation to the Dallas Mavericks. So he's transitioning into that role well, and I respect it.
I mean, I respect that too, but that is a funny point by Jameis Winston. Protect Jameis Winston at all costs. Y'all fumbled the bag. Y'all let him 100%. Go. For real. Y'all let him go to the Browns of all places, which I do feel in the perfect world, in a Browns world, let me say this. He's going to be on the field this year. I don't know if Deshaun Watson's going
to he'll be on the field. It'll just be on the side.
No.
You know what I mean?
Deshaun Watson's something's going to happen. This not how the gods work for the Cleveland Browns, man. He's going to find a way on the field. I'm telling you. He's going to find a way on the field. He might play well because their defense is their defense is amazing. The Browns' defense, but it's just they're the Browns. I do think that their stadium was built on a pet cemetery. They have the worst luck ever. You know what I'm saying? And I do find that he's going to find a way. But you said James Winston. I could not let that go. As far as with Steph, I don't think it means anything. I think that, like you said, he's a grandfathered in with that organization. He's going to retire a Warrior. They're going to make sure of that. But yeah, I don't think it means anything either.
And they're just gonna plop a whole lot of money right on the table in front of them. Like, bruh, we don't care if we win or not. Really, I mean, you just stick around. Like you're a cultural icon over here. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna sell the tickets. People want to see you. You know, shoot from the parking lot. So
right, exactly. I mean, they're at the point where it's just like, yo, somebody gotta get this money. Might as well give it to you. Okay, so
pretty much
that's what it comes down to. We can't give it to Dragoon. we did give it to Dragoon. Let's say that.
Yeah, I'm saying, they gave him his money. It's all good.
Yeah, in my story, Dragoon broke that team up because he socked Jordan Poole. The fact that Jordan Poole wasn't able to ascend on that team is what set Golden State back.
Bruh, if you ever want to talk about superpowers getting neutralized, Draymond's fist, you know what I'm saying, might be the applicator of neutralizing superpowers.
The applicator is hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's funny.
Like I'd never seen nothing like that in my life. I mean, and I was like, listen, I wish Jordan Poole well in his time with the Wizards. He got his time to be a star, but man, oh man, it wasn't looking good last year. I'll tell you that.
Oh no! As soon as he got to that team, it was like he forgot how to play. It was like he wasn't the same player at all. You know, like it was, I don't know. It's like when Dre Goon's knuckles went down the pike on him. It was like he just wasn't the same guy. It was over.
Right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Just change things up.
Yo, okay, so we've seen teammates fight before, right? But in football, it happens. Mm-hmm. We've never seen teammates really like just go right down the pike on another team. The thing that was more telling about that was the fact that no one came to his defense. Like they must didn't really like him. Mm. Like no one came to check on him or anything.
The damage was done. It's not like Draymond kept going. It was like, yo, I mean, like, you know, he neutralized the superpowers, man, and like there was nothing left to do. He walked away, honestly. He was just kind of like, all right, said what he had to say, kept it going. Like, wasn't nothing to break up.
What would get me, though, if I'm Jordan Poole, if I'm watching that replay, because he watched the replay. I'm sorry. You watched that replay. It's the fact that Dre Goon's
miss it.
Yeah, it's the fact that Dre Goon's feet left the ground when he dragon punched him. he dove into him like drunken master and like punched him and it was over. Uh-huh. Like I'm looking at this like, yo, you really don't like me. Like you really punched me. You punched me very hard. Like
Falcon punch.
Yes.
It's a Falcon punch, man, on a Tuesday. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's what got Draymond paid. Honestly,
that's what got him paid from his own team.
I mean, let me ask you. You saw somebody. You know what I mean? Wickham man. You gonna tell him no? You're not gonna give him his money? You're not gonna pay him for his contributions? Oh, you want to be next? You know what I mean?
Drake Goon,
Bob Myers. I think that's why Bob Myers just got out of there. He was like, you know what?
You got it. You know,
yeah.
How much you want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just sign here. You fill.
Yeah, listen,
you fill in.
Here's the check. You just write what you fill in the number, fill in the blanks. What you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, Jordan Poole, not being able to ascend on that team is what stifled them. That's what broke everything up. Plus, they were just old, man. Golden State had their run. They were just old.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine. You know what I mean?
All right, man. Do we got anything else sports wise? Football's about to start. College football starts today. I think Florida State plays in a little bit. They're in like London or something.
There you go.
I'm not watching that. That is my squad,
Why?
but I don't know. It's football, I guess. And we missed out on those Ohio State tickets. I'm going to tell you that we're not going. So we'll just.
Yeah, brother. We can make it happen.
I know.
That's something that you desire.
Well, I don't know if you desire. That's your squad. I just want to just get, break bread with my homie and just go to a game. If you want to go, I just want to throw it out there. But the means
we figured out.
Okay, the means we had before that went out the window. But all right. So what else we got here? Drake. All right, so we got to talk about Drake. Aubrey, first week singles have not cracked the top 25. He just released another 3-pack. Let me start with the 3-pack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought 2 of the songs was all right. Like I was like, okay, if you were a Drake fan. And then you're saying,
which 3-pack are we talking about? The first 3-pack or the new 3-pack?
The new 3-pack. The first one I still haven't listened to, Kev. I still have not listened to those. I don't know what any of those sound like. I'm talking about the ones you sent me. Okay, well the ones last night weren't bad. So maybe it's a lot of the same. The ones last night were the same. It sounded like old Drake. I hate when people are trying to now reach saying that he's trying to rekindle the beef again. Trust me, this is not him rekindling the beef. He looked like no hands. No threats. That's all I keep playing whenever I'm listening to it. It was just a bop. It was some good bops. It was some decent music. I don't know if I want to hear a whole album of this. I mean, because there's really no. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest chink in the armor that Kendrick did from just the music that Drake's put out is like it doesn't have any substance, and that's something that I even think that some Drake fans were like, all right, well, what is he talking about? These are some slaps, kind of similar to what he did before, but what in the heck is this about? I got a lot of this. I might as well go listen to this in the past. It's a lot of the same, a lot of regurgitated things in here. So that's why I do believe that's the biggest chink in the armor of it, though.
Man, you know what? When I was listening to those tracks, I was like, you know what, man? Like these sound good, like they're fine. Mm-hmm. But will I run to them or like they felt like they were gonna fall into that bucket of what I realized about a lot of Drake music, where it's like I'm not gonna remember this. Like in 3, 4, 5 years, like I'm not gonna remember this came out. It'll come on and be like, oh wow, well. Oh, wow, okay. I think I remember. I don't know the words, and you know what I mean. Whatever.
Right.
Like, do you think you'll still be listening to this in a week?
No, absolutely not. I'll forget about it. I won't even know. I really won't. That's what I'm saying. I think
which is fine. They're throwaways. It's fine
for sure. I do think that there was a time where we could hear these at parties. We could hear them in clubs or something where it'd be like, okay, that's a bop, or hear it on TikTok or social media. I don't even know if that's the case anymore now. Like it's almost like it's Drake. I mean, Kendrick made it cool to not like him. Like it's okay not to like this dude. It's okay to even though he's.
See, I don't like that though.
I don't either, but I do
think
that. I think that that's kind of what's going on though.
Yeah, I don't really like that, man. Like if it, if he come with the slapper, like whatever, man. Like the beef was the beef or whatever, and now like just get back to making music that we like. But I don't know if it feels a little stagnant, man. Like it feels like formulaic, like just kind of the pocket he's in right now. Mm-hmm. Like they're not bad, like they're good songs. Don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of like, all right,
right. Like that was
if it came on, I'm not gonna complain. But
right. I'm not mad at it, but do I want to hear a whole? Do you want to hear a whole album of this?
I mean, I don't care. Like, yeah, sure, why not?
But
I don't know how much I'll listen to it, or how much weight it'll really hold.
That's the question I want to ask. If you get a whole album of this, we'll review it, we'll talk about it, but then afterward, are we ever going to go back to it? But see, and that's like, but that's always been your gripe, though. Even with all his music, that's always been your gripe. It wasn't until we got that Trapper Drake that you were like, "Oh, these are slaps," and you'll go back to it. That was always your thing. Like, okay, he's okay, it's decent music, but I'll never listen to this again. And that was always your thing. And then once he put out, if you're reading this is too late, you're, oh dear, this is okay. And that's when you were like, okay, these are bops. But I think that's kind of where it's at. I think he got into that pocket, and we got that already. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a lot of the same.
But yeah, when I heard the 3 tracks yesterday, I was just kind of like, they're good. They're good.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was fine, but not dying to listen to it. Like they're not on repeat. Like those are literally great, just playlist songs where I can just throw it on a playlist, let it play, and not have to worry about it too much.
Yeah, because I mean, I will say a lot of the Drake stands, they're scrambling right now. Like they're like they don't know if he's going to make it back. Like seriously, because this is not the second.
He's fine.
I think so too. I think he just honestly go get James Blake. I don't know if him and Yachty are still cool anymore. Yachty got his own thing going on, but go get some people where you can get vulnerable and just talk and just sing, and then like I don't know, go to Drake do exactly what Kendrick said. Get Drake with the melodies, man. Just go be that guy again. Just leave the stick talk and all the tough talking alone, and then it'll be okay. Everything will be fine. I think it'll be fine.
Listen, man, I want to hear the raps, but I mean, like, tell us the truth about how. I mean, maybe he is telling us the truth. Maybe the battle, he didn't really care nothing about it, but it's like it feel like it gotta be a little weird, man. Like feeling like the tide is shifting a little bit. So maybe talk about that. Like, give us the truth, your honest opinion about it.
Yeah.
Because that was always kind of Drake's lane. It was like it felt like his music was honest and like that was the life he was really living. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the singing. I ain't gonna lie.
I know you don't. You never liked singing Drake. Just like you didn't like singing Future, which I did. So yeah, I feel you. Last thing we had on notes, you had E-Gangster. I don't know what that means. Do you have something here to talk about E-Gangster on the notes?
I have nothing, but let's talk about that Yachty, man.
Okay.
Good God.
Listen,
my boy went off. I don't think I must not have sent it afterwards.
Okay.
Because I don't know what would be E-Gangster.
All right. Regardless, it was on the notes. We can skip over it. The Yachty, it might have been Yachty. It might have been this because I think he was being E-Gangsterish with this. Look, like I told you before, man, we were talking about it because like he wanted to air his homie out for having a different type of relationship with someone, another part of the person. I think that's whack to call that out when you guys are beefing because you didn't call it out when it was going on.
Apparently they did. Apparently it was a running joke.
Nah, don't be a joke though. Like if it's not right, don't try to bring it because obviously you're throwing it in his face, meaning that you don't agree with it and you feel like it's whack or it's weird, right?
He didn't. He just said that was who the person was. Like this is who we was talking about.
See, I don't like that. Just if you feel like you want to joke, not even joke, because that was anger. He seemed very angry because I felt like he probably felt like he gave a handout or tried to help his homeboy out in some way. Then you obviously felt that this was something to joke about or air me out or what's it called? Confront me or something.
Make it content.
Yeah, I don't know. This content game is weird. That's one thing I don't get. Like even with now, mind you, the whole thing with the girl, his artist. All right, he wrote all her raps. It was like verbatim. Academics broke that down. Like I get like that. she can't come back. There's the only thing she can do is go back to Yachty and be like, all right, I'm sorry, and they make more music and it's like it never happened. She can do that. But this whole thing that's going on, like I don't know if Yachty said he's gonna get off the internet. I think that might be a good thing. Him, Drake, stay off the internet for about a year or two, and then come back later. Because I don't really get what's going on. Like you into a fight or you break. Like I've never been. Okay, we all have fell out with people. We all have been with. I fell out with people. They probably never know it. Because it's not in me to just be like air you out or try to talk about you or anything. It's just like, yo, I just distance myself and keep it pushing. That's just what it is. No, right. And if I see you, it's always a handshake. Hey, what's going on? But in my mind, I'm like, all right, I just can't be around that type of energy anymore. It'll never be anything venomous about it. So when this era where you want to tell your truth, and I get it from, and I don't want to put it like a sexist thing, like male or female, but I don't understand it from dudes. I really understand when guys do it. I think that's what makes me more confused. Like, what are you gaining from this? Like, a man went on live in a closet like he was being kidnapped, and he literally was just talking about everybody. I didn't get it. Yachty, you've made it in life. You even said it yourself. You're a successful person, and you probably were hurt. So I think the emotions went into it, but it was just weird to me, bro.
Hey man, yeah, I guess some people must have did him wrong, man. He felt like he was doing a lot for them, and yeah. Now it does seem like the homie held him down and was like, "Yo, it's all good.
Yeah,
we joke around a lot. It gets a little harsh, but like we solid, man. Don't even worry about that."
Yeah.
The girl, I mean, it was kind of like I don't know. The whole thing was kind of confusing because like allegedly the girl told this to somebody that like she was picking up some biscuits from Red Lobster, and somebody recognized her and asked her what was going on, and so she told him, and then the person took that to Twitter, and then that's what sparked off Yachty going crazy on everybody.
Red Lobster still open? I mean, let's start there,
man. For a limited time.
Let's start there.
Hey, listen, you gotta hit it up, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Them biscuits is something special. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. No, I understand going to Red Lobster just for biscuits. I fully understand it. It's a little bit of wine too. Oh man, very much so. But like, so I get that. I wanted to start there though. That's why I was tight. Like, first of all, where did she get these biscuits from? Because I haven't seen a Red Lobster. They're like seeing like a female named Deborah in 2024. I don't know any of them. Like,
gosh.
I don't know where they're at. But yeah, so let's start with that. So she found the biscuits. So someone asked her that, and the guy went to Twitter, and then so Yachty believed it to be true, and then just started.
I guess so, man.
This is weird.
Guess, you know what I mean? It was up, but what that told me was that must have actually happened, because it sounds like the person who put it online got the whole story straight. And then I guess he was also getting some blowback because they did a podcast or whatever. He tried to. He kind of was clowning on his homeboy or whatever. People ain't like that. Mm-hmm. And so they was kind of piling on Yachty. I don't know, but it was pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie. But then I don't know why the other girl came out and was trying to air Yachty out.
Who?
Like, that was a little weird.
Who tried to air Yachty out? What other girl? I thought it was just his artist.
His artist first, and then his significant other or whatever. Okay. I don't know.
Ting?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's sick. That's sick work, brother. Ting. Woo. That's tough.
I'm asking. I'm trying to understand the story, Kim. You have the knowledge.
So that person came out, started airing out Yachty. Okay. Yachty was like, "Hey, listen, that is, the person that we refer to on the pod or whatever. Like, there you go." Uh-huh. And
it sounds like a love triangle. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like nasty work. This is what it sounds like.
I mean, it is like, because when you hear it on the podcast at first, it's kind of like, maybe it's a little jokey joke or whatever. But then it's like, no, that's the actual person, and the person was like, yeah, I'm that person, and it's like, oh. But then you're like, they kind of made it seem like once, once things were unearthed that, mm-hmm. They kind of put that to the side. But then like the way she was talking, I don't know that they put that to the side. Mm-hmm. And so honestly, if I'm Yachty, that's kind of worse. Now it's like,
well, okay, here's the thing. This is where, to me, the best podcasts come off were just people that just rock with each other. Me and you have podcasts without even recording them. Like, literally, this is just you and I talking. Like, we would literally have this conversation if it wasn't cameras involved and it wasn't.
We've been having it all week.
We've been having it all week. I think what ends up happening is when people start forcing the issue to create content and then also create conversations, which is in essence doing the same thing, creating content, you end up bumping into things that maybe somebody might not be ready to talk about, or maybe somebody because there's no relationship there. You know what I'm saying? Or there is a relationship, you just don't talk about it.
Well, I guess when it kind of got kicked off, dude was like, he copped to it. He was like, but I told Yachty that in confidence. So like, I don't know what he's doing right now.
Oh, yikes. So Yachty went rogue.
On the podcast though, it's like, and then y'all put it out. So it's kind of like,
so he's doing an Adam 22. But
then also you kind of played it off like, okay, yeah, things happen first, and then we've got the rest of the information later, and then King. Which, if that's the case, like, all right, hey, listen,
So okay, no,
I ain't holding that against you.
I'm a little bit more confused now because I thought that when I read that Yachty was more upset because dude didn't come out and say that they were playing. Is that what he was upset about?
Who?
Because he was saying
no.
Okay, all right. So maybe I read something wrong. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. So yeah, this is.
I think he's more upset because now it kind of seems like they might still be interacting with one another.
Okay. All right. So So this is okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then it was like, well, now it got real weird. Like,
yeah. Wow. Wow. Did you see? I guess Kanye had a sold out tour in Korea.
Yeah, I saw the show or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
He was giving shout outs and all that, man. I'm happy to see, him on 2 feet, brother. I mean,
that's true. I'm happy. I'm at the point where I'm happy to see Kanye above ground. That's what I'm at. I literally, like, I think I say, and knock on wood, I would not be shocked to get an alert that something happened to Kanye. And I'm hoping nothing happens to him because he's literally was moving very erratic. He still is. He still has the two piece mouthpiece in his mouth, and his wife still doesn't.
Permanent.
That's permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And his wife. Okay, that's okay. Now I'm more concerned. All right, yeah. Pray for Ye, man. I still haven't listened to
listen. I like the titanium grill. I think it's fire.
I like you. You would. You're part of the problem, Kev. Like, that's the thing. Like, he watches the pod. I'm convinced he does because every week when I bring him up, or not every week, when I do bring him up, like, I'm concerned. Like, yeah, I like it, and I think he's like, yeah. I'm like, Kev, and he keeps to go to the titanium mouthpiece in for that reason. He can never bump.
Should like, why not?
Why? He never could bump into a piece of aluminum foil. I'm wishing a piece of aluminum foil gets in his mouth just to get him off of it. All right, just to say like, okay, this is not a good idea. Which makes me wonder, why in the world did they put metal fillings in our mouths back in the day? That makes no sense. And they're taking them all out now. But I don't know. I digress. I'm washed. All right, bro. You got anything else?
Nah, man. I think that'll do it.
All right, let's go ahead and beat this heat. But yo, beautiful people, this is Nate here.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This was the Games Music Life podcast, episode 348 or 49. I don't know. Drink more water, people.
One of them.
Peace.